Okay, now that I've gingerbreadified all my walls, it's time to start adding the 3D icing and candy elements. Now back in 2021 and 2022, I did a similar gingerbread Candyland theme and I DIY'd a lot of props for it. I kept some of that stuff and I'm gonna be repurposing some of it. And last summer, I shot a commercial for Home Depot that was Peppermint Palace themed. I made a bunch of stuff for that and I'm gonna be repurposing those as well. So for those of you guys who are like, you do a different theme every year, that's so wasteful. What do you do with this stuff from before? I reuse it, I repurposed it. Okay, shut up. Also, for the 14 million people who told me that the seams of my paper application were subpar, you were right. I did go get an Elmer's glue stick and also some Scotch tape and try to, fix the edges a little bit, but it's hard. This is a lot of surface area. Okay, let's get into this jumbo candy. One of my favorite things to do is repaint things to match whatever theme I'm doing now. I have props in my collection that I've already repainted like 6-7 times. And like I said, I'm reusing these icing pieces that I made a couple years ago. I just switched out the primary color ball pit balls with new pastel ball pit balls as the candy. And the icing itself is made out of lots and lots of gap filler spray foam. So far, I've gone through 24 cans of this stuff. So here's the thing, if you use this type or this type, it's gonna be yellow and it's gonna oxidize even yellower over time. These are cheaper, about $4 or $5 a can, but this kind comes out bright white and pretty much stays white, but it costs about double. I need this icing to be white, not a yucky yellow color. So you can buy the cheaper foam and then go back and paint it white, or you can buy the more expensive foam that already comes out white. Honestly, I think just going with the white foam is better because you're gonna spend money on white paint anyway. I did a mix of both just due to what was available in stock at my local stores, but then I got smart towards the end and I decided to use these scrap pieces of foam from another project to kind of fill in the space so I didn't have to use as much spray foam. I'm spraying it directly onto a plastic tarp, that way it peels right off when it's dry. For the decorations that need to go directly onto my walls, I'm nailing them on because command strips are frustrating. And for the ones that are going up on the paper, I'm using a hot glue gun to just glue it directly to the paper. I also use nails for the long chunks of icing going around the top because it was too much for hot glue, and I basically just put nails into the wall poking out and then shoved the icing onto the nails, like poking it through, if that makes sense, to hold it up there. These are really lightweight, but they're just heavy enough to where I felt like tape or glue or command strips wouldn't have worked, so I just like to go all in with nails. Yes, it's making holes in my wall, but they're gonna be unnoticeable afterwards, and if they are noticeable, I can fix it. You probably noticed some other details that I haven't broken down in this video. Just stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna show you how I made a bunch of other cute stuff.